Welcome back, MTG Joe here. Today we are going to be playing with some buffed cards in Alchemy. So a bunch of cards in the dungeon kind of venture into the dungeon mechanic from Adventure into Forgotten Realms got improved. We see Cloistered Gargoyle now only costs 2 mana, being a 0/3 precipitous drop. Just going to call it drop because that's a word I'm going to screw up a lot. Was 3 mana, it's now 2 mana. It's pretty good removal in this kind of shell, just being 2 mana. Triumphant Adventure became a 2/1 instead of a 1/1. And then, I forget what this one, I think it's just 6 cards, or no, its emblem got 1 cheaper in terms of Eliwick. So this one lets us venture, get card advantage, stuff like that. So we're kind of pairing it up. Really what we're trying to do is go into the dungeons, get some value out of that, kind of grind it out. One card that I'm not including in the deck, so we have like Gargoyle, which can just get bigger and become a 3/3 flyer, or if not larger. The Triumphant Adventure triggers on every attack. We also have like Fate's Reversal to buy back stuff and to get venturing going. Nadar is probably one of the best. Enters the battlefield or attacks, and then gives an anthem for each dungeon completed. Varus lets us create tokens, ward, and then whenever we cast a creature or planeswalker spell, we can trigger it. And then Barrowin of Clan Udur, a lot of words there. ETBs enters the dungeon. Whenever it attacks, return up to 1 creature with mana value 3 or less if you've completed a dungeon. So kind of Turbo-esque dungeon in an Abzan shell. The one card we're including is Graveyard Trespasser in lieu of Acerric. The Mythic one. I don't think in this format we necessarily want to go heavy into the last Tomb, Tomb of Annihilation. I think we want to treat this more as like a mid-rangey pile. And I don't think like 3 mana to just enter a dungeon seems kind of bad overall. And then we're just playing Vanishing Verse because it's very good, as just in terms of removal for the format. So we're going to give this a shot, see how it goes. I spent an unhealthy amount of wildcards on this. We're like top 1400. We did really well yesterday in the standard. So we're hopefully not going to completely dumpster our rating, but we'll give it a shot. I'm spending wildcards potentially, so you don't have to. Let me know what the new changes, buffs, nerfs, whatever, in Standard or Alchemy. If there's any new decks you've been playing, things you've enjoyed. I've really enjoyed the Storm the Festival decks. I had a lot of success with those in Standard. If you want to check it out, it's how we got so high in Mythic. And as always, if you do enjoy the content, if you can, drop a like, comment, and if you haven't done so already, consider subscribing. All are free and easy ways to help out the channel. As we jump into this, let's see how it goes. 87%. Meme or dream? Probably a dungeon player. Okay, so we go first. Probably just gonna... I think this hand's fine. We have a scry, and then you gain a life. We scry 1. So black mana, let's scry. So Field of Ruin, I'm just going to do this now, submit 0. I want to get this going as soon as possible. And I want to hit another land. Perfect. We do need another green source. So let's go Nadar here. Create a treasure token. I can use Eliwick here. This could be like mono black control. I think I only have 1 basic, which is a little concerning. Oh no! I don't play basics. The greed was real. So we'll just gain a life here. So they could meat hook for 3 here. Oh, that took me off the white mana too. I think we just passed the turn. We got a little greedy there with the mana base. So we're gonna Eliwick here, we'll draw a card. Perfect. That gives it to us for next turn. I still think Eliwick's the call here. Just letting us start to venture.
Who's ready for adventure?
I think we just set up again here. Lets us dig for more green. The ultimate here, you get an emblem, creatures you control get trample and haste for each differently named dungeon you control. So we've completed a dungeon, I can kill this. So we're gonna create a treasure here. Then I think we go like this. We'll kill this. I think here we minus here, so they can't block profitably. And now we complete a second dungeon, so we get 2 buffs here. And then from here I think we start going to Tomb of Annihilation. And just start trying to drain them out of life. We have our creature ETBs that trigger now. Eliwick will grind some value. I don't think they realize this has reach. Friendo. We have another one, so I don't care if it dies if they use a pump effect. This could just be meat hook. Nope. They too are dungeoning. Oh, they want to go Tomb of Annihilation. So they need to pay 1 to ward here. It's largely okay. So here, let's start venturing.
There are so many things to see.
We're ahead on board, so I don't mind. Let's get our buffs. Alright, opponents had enough. We out-dungeoned them. That actually felt pretty sweet. I don't think we want a basic in our deck. Like, it's unlikely we get Field of Ruins unless it's a creature land. The mana base is pretty greedy, but I think it's okay. I'm at basically 13 green sources for as early as turn 3. We generally don't want to lead with this being green. think it's largely okay. What we might want to do is just add one more green pathway. Just because we are on double green, which makes it a little tricky. We want to be able to cast that. That felt reasonable. Good removal, good card advantage. I think the center dungeon is the best one to go through first, just to kind of build your resources. Opponent goes first. I think we keep no real play to 3, but hopefully it's fine. So I think here I'm going to take green and I'm going to scry. I should have done white. I can't cast this now. That was dumb. That was dumb. For whatever reason, I thought this was the black-white pathway. Okay, so they can go Drainsies on me. So we could play this out. Just play this. We have the ward, so it could tax them anyways. Need to find a vanishing verse here. We're drawing pretty heavy on lands. So I can make a treasure, which I think we do, because it lets me cast this and get basically 2 more casts into the dungeon here. So we'll do this. I think we just kind of chump in some damage here. Next turn I complete a dungeon. That's cool. Tad annoying there. It's actually pretty solid. Because I can get my Nadar back now. And then I think again we're just going this route, trying to find a vanishing verse for this Voice of the Blessed. So this gets to 5. I think we just hold back. I have double block potentially available on a Voice of the Blessed, depending on how much life they gain. This could be Righteous Valk. Oh, I guess you're just a cleric. But you can still get thing. Okay, that's actually really, really good. So we do this. So I can create a treasure token or make a goblin. I think we're just gonna go goblin here. Oh, I should have made a treasure. I thought I played a land for the turn, but... So bring Nadar in. probably Nadar here. See what we draw here. Wick will be really good for next turn. So hit Nadar here. So we get another go around here. Okay, verse is great. Do we want to start going Tomb of Annihilation? I honestly think we just keep...
I just love a good quest.
Because I'm not really... We're behind on life. I think we just keep jamming this one. They might take the trade here, but I can buy it back. Interesting. Don't particularly want to kill this just yet. While we take a ping of damage, our board state's getting quite formidable, and I can use this Graveyard Trespasser next turn. So they go Aura. Definitely going to do this to eat the Voice of the Blessed. I think we're just going to do this turn. We need to take Voice off the battlefield. Or Voice out of the graveyard, because I don't want them to trade and then get that back. Just because this is the only thing that gets like really big. So I could Triumphant as well. We just haven't had things die on us. So here, I think we just let that go through. We'll drain a life. They get Elder Fang back. I think we just probably discard Adventurer and then get it back. I think we're just doing this. I can complete another dungeon, but I think I'd rather hold up Verse this turn. The way they kind of get back into this is with Righteous Valkyrie shenanigans. Yeah. So we do this. This game's been interesting. Lots of back and forth. So we'll do this. Draw a card, see if we can find another removal spell. Perfect. They could get something back, but I don't care. Just kill them that way. Okay, this deck's felt like super reasonable. Let's give this one more. See where we can get up to. One sec. All right. We will see if we can just keep the nice clean 3-0. These games are going a little bit longer. We are a grindier deck. Opponent goes first. I actually think we keep this. And I'm kind of like not against just fate reversaling on 1. I think the sooner we get these dungeons going, because like I could create a token if I miss a land drop, which we hit anyways, which is perfect. Against mono green, the double verse hand's also very good. It's an interesting decision what we want to do here. I think we... because they can fight it, but if they're going to fight it, it's really not that big of a deal this turn. Because next turn I can get them with holding up 2 mana. Yeah, it's fine. So it's actually an interesting turn. I can set up this. Which I think we do. It doesn't play my dungeon for the turn, but can also play this tapped, use the treasure, but then I don't have the other green. I can hold up that. They missed the land drop. If they have another fight spell, they have to discard a card. I think we're okay. And if they power up into something here, yeah, they're just doing pup into pup. I think we're fine. I think we're okay just eating that. Nadar's not bad for the following turn. I think we just get access to double verse this turn. And if they pump mana into Ranger's class, I can just take them both off the battlefield. To me, that seems worth it. So we do that. I did miss out on a point of damage. Looking back at it, we only have 1 white mana. Also of note, but I could attack with Nadar. Okay, pack leader. So here, I think we're going to scry again here. We probably just keep doing this to shrink. While I like getting the Nadar bigger, it's probably not the best. If they want to trade with Nadar, yeah, I think we're doing this. Now if they're going to double block here, I think that's easy. Just trade with them there. This might be better at Skyclave Apparition, but I've kind of liked it this game, just being a big blocker, gaining us some incidental life gain. Okay, they can class level up again. I think we're cool trading here. Let's shrink you down. So like even if they get Uvenwald Oddity here. Okay, so that's nice because this completes another dungeon. So we'll get rid of our Cloister. It's just another life loss. Then I think we're going here because we're going to make them lose some more life. And now we kind of pivot to be the aggro player. And now they're dead. Are dungeons for real? That was a sweet run. Okay, 1061. So dungeons, kind of the gas. Let me know what you think if you built it any different. I think every inclusion we had was pretty solid in the deck. We were able to grind a lot of value. Overall, like, I thought we would be in percentages and we almost cracked top 1,000 out of this, so dungeons. Breaking Alchemy. Let me know what you think. As always, if you can, drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.